Hi, so you're here to make test or quiz corrections to show me that you've done the learning, mastered the concepts, and improve your grade. That's great. I'm here to help. So the first thing you'll want to do is log in to our Schoology course, 6th or 7th grade. And from the main page, you'll want to browse to Grades. From Grades, you'll be able to see all of your assignments and your quizzes and tests. So once you've clicked on Grades, go ahead and scroll down until you find your quiz or test that you wish to make corrections to. When you click on that, it will take you straight to the quiz or test you're trying to improve. Once you've clicked on the quiz or test that you want to correct, you'll notice down here under Action, this opportunity to view your previous attempt. This is important. You'll want to click on that and then actually go back and look at what you did before. Keep track of the questions that you missed and your wrong answers. That way you'll know what you need to fix. Once you've taken a look at your quiz or test, you'll want to go back to our Schoology course and click on Useful Forms and Links. It's right here, and there's a lot of good information there. On the Useful Forms and Links page, you'll see the Test Corrections form. This is a PDF, so you'll have to download it and print it off. If you can't print, that's okay. You'll just have to neatly copy the information onto a blank piece of paper. Click on that, and you'll find the form. Here's what the Test Corrections form looks like. There's a lot of information for you to fill out, but that information helps me and you keep all of it straight. If you're going to print it out, what you'll need to do is click the print icon and go ahead and print it out with whatever system you have at home. If you can't print it out, go ahead and just copy the information onto a blank piece of paper. Here's a hypothetical test corrections form for a student. You'll notice that the information already filled out. First, you'll want to clearly identify which unit and whether it's a quiz or a test that you're filling this form out for. Clearly spell your first and last name and which period you're in. You'll also note that you need to have 3 or fewer missing assignments in order to actually do the quiz or test corrections. If you have more than 3, you should work on those first. You can do the quiz corrections later. You'll want to write down your original score, and to give me a better sense of how well prepared you were, go ahead and circle one of these, whether you studied a lot or a little or none at all prior to the original test. Then you'll go on to filling out the actual corrections. You'll see here this student missed number 1 on the original quiz. Their original answer was D. They revised their answer to be C and D, and then they simply wrote down that they didn't understand that they could choose more than one answer. Sometimes that happens. The next question they missed was 3B. And they wrote down an answer, and then they made their corrections and wrote down their revised answer. And then over in the How Has Your Thinking Changed section, they wrote down quite a bit of math. That's important. Write down what changed about your thinking. Your logic and reasoning make a difference. Even for a question that's true and false, it's important that when you make your change, you explain why your thinking changed. Not simply that there are only 2 choices, but instead you actually write down how your mathematical reasoning has changed. After you've filled out the test corrections form completely and are ready to make the corrections online, you'll go back to Schoology, the Useful Forms and Links folder, and you'll fill out a Kerger memo. On the Kerger memo page, go ahead and fill it out like you normally would. First and last name, the period in which you have math, and then when it says this memo is about, click a quiz or a test, then click Next. Fill this form out for whichever unit and quiz or test you're selecting a retake for. And then, of course, are you requesting a retake? If you're not requesting a retake, you have some other question, then you'd click no. But for a retake, you'll click yes. Then click next. On this screen, you'll click the yes for have you completed your quiz or test corrections. They need to be in the correct format and ready to upload. Then you'll add a file. Upload your quiz or test corrections. You'll either need to take a picture or scan it or something like that to upload so that I can see them. Your quiz and test corrections must be clear. Blurry photos won't work. Once you've attached the file, go ahead and hit submit. I will automatically get a notification that you've submitted your test corrections. Then I'll send you an email. The email will let you know that your quiz or test is ready for retakes. Once you've received notification from me that your quiz or test is ready for corrections, go back to Schoology, go to Grades, and scroll down to find that quiz or test you want to correct. You'll now notice that the grade for that quiz or test is gone. That's because I've unsubmitted it. It's like you never turned it in the first place. Click on the link and it will take you to the quiz or test. From this screen, you'll see that under the Action section, you now have an option to resume. When you click resume, you'll go back into your quiz as if you never finished it in the first place. All your previous answers will be there, including the right ones and the wrong ones. Make corrections to the wrong ones, and then finish your quiz like you did the first time. Hopefully this time with all the correct answers. So that's how you do test or quiz corrections. Good luck. If you have any questions, send me a Schoology message. I'm here to help.